but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mr. William D. Morgan, and the thing we're going to talk about tonight, one of our main topics that I just gotta crush, is this Gotham Knights trailer. It doesn't look real good. We could have kept Batwoman for this, to be honest, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. Right now, let me bring everybody on with me. Let me bring on everybody from the crew. First, she is a writer for Geek News Now. She is the cosplay queen, the TikTok queen, queen of a whole lot. And I wouldn't know where I would be without her. Bring my girl Catty and Cat. What's up?
Not much, William. What's going on?
How you doing?
Doing good.
Good. All right, next up, let me bring in the man who's been doing this with me for almost 3 years. He brings you all the topics that we talk about each week. I just sprinkle some in here and there. Also provides the pictures for the podcast. I'm bring my man in, Shaw. Shaw, what's up?
Sup? How y'all doing?
Chilling, man.
Doing good.
Last but certainly not least, she tried to put that paw work on me early on Facebook Messenger. I ain't gonna forget that either, Janae. But anyway, let me go ahead and bring my girl Janae on. Janae, what's up?
How's it going, William? How's it going?
Try to put that paw work on your boy. That's just wrong. Should have put that paw work on your boy. Man, come on. This cause man, I made it. Man, that Ironheart picture made all y'all mad. But it's all good. All right, let me go ahead and check here in the comments real quick. No one in the comments as of yet. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the news and the show rundowns. And here we go. All right, Shaw, let's go ahead and start. Oh, what's up, K-Dave? I see you in the chat. How you doing, bro? Let's go ahead and get started, my friend.
All right. So let's first start off with Superman and Lois, the aftermath of Superman telling Lana that he's Superman and all that. Not a lot happens, just some fallout from that. I'm angry at you. We got the death of Tal-Rho, Superman's brother.
Yep.
And the return of what's her face, the cult chick. What did y'all think of the episode? Yeah, Allie.
Can't we just go back to Bizarro World?
She will go back to Bizarro World.
It was cooler than their regular world.
It's true.
What did you guys think of the episode?
I only got through half of it. It was a long day.
Understood.
Understandable.
My thing is, I don't understand her point of view. I mean, because she was saying, I'm not going to have my kids lie. A, you could have told your kid. That's the first thing. B, you got an evil doppelganger that could be coming after you to merge so it can get this quote unquote full power. You're going to need a Superman to help you out. So come on, man. I just think it's great if we break ties as friends. Well, wait a minute. You done known this man for years since you were a kid. And you're tripping. You're tripping hard. Your best friend is Superman. What you complaining for? What you complaining about? You got a nerve. I understand you ladies. Then she get mad at Lois because Lois, you could have told me. And Lois was right. It wasn't her secret to tell. So why be upset and cut all ties with two of your best friends and possibly your protector to keep you and your daughter from being killed, merged, or whatever? I don't get it.
Because you a hoe.
Yeah. She took the Amber Heard way of thinking, boy. Ain't she a hoe?
If it walks like a hoe and talks like a hoe, it a hoe.
It's a hoe. Can my daughter hug real quick?
Don't you think it's a little early?
Aww.
Yeah, that's my baby girl, y'all. Say hello to the people.
What's piggity popping in the higgity?
Hey, yo.
Hey.
Say hello to the people.
I like your hair.
Oh, she says she likes your hair
Me?
today. Yep.
It's a wig. Thank you, Kat. Chelsea
Girl,
Cosmetics.
no. It is your hair. You bought it.
This is true, but you showed me where to go.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right, sweetie.
My daughter is obsessed with this. She keeps trying to take it, so because it has rainbows. So.
Rainbows. Yeah,
I
yeah,
might be a bad influence. Just saying.
Yeah.
I taught you when to get done. All right.
Amber Heard is a rat. And she need to get a life.
She ain't lying. She ain't lying. Words from the mouth of babes.
Nothing but truth.
Nothing but truth from the mouth of babes. That is so true. Haley is correct. And that means Haley is not wrong. And real quick, Johnny Depp did win that. I was so happy for him to win the majority of it. He still got to pay $2 million. But hey, if you decide, Amber, hey, look here, just take two out the 15-year-old man. We straight.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, she's already trying to appeal it because she, quote, does not have the money to do that. It's like, then why didn't you just pay when you were supposed to? Then you wouldn't have had to go through this whole thing and
Right.
all that. Yeah.
The number was actually lower because for the $5 million, it got capped at 350. So she only has to pay 10.350. 10 mil, 350. 350,000.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's wrong, KW. He turned into a Pokemon. Janae turned into a Pokemon.
It's Janae.
Janae.
It's Janae, yeah.
Janae, yes. I have a Pokeball right here. It's right here.
I was putting a Pokeball in with some other random Pokemon stuff to sell for the yard sale we're gonna have next week. So
okay, cool.
Nice, that's cool.
It used to be the holder for the gold plated Pikachu card that I had somewhere, but I don't know where that's at either.
Oh,
because
man.
So I shouldn't talk about the fact that I've got like 3 of them still in boxes, right?
Oh,
Most probably because
wow.
I used to have it in the box, and then
Never had one of those.
my daughter got into Pokemon, and I was like, I'll give it to her because I don't know what else I would do with it, kind of a thing. So, and so it's
Right now,
somewhere
those
in her
should be
room.
locked.
So
Yeah.
KW says
that's the Pikachu.
The
The process
process
is happening.
is happening, Janae, and it's like
She's evolving.
you're evolving, and you're like 10% in.
This is the second evolution. You know.
You're 10% in. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, Shaw, go ahead.
All right, next up, let's talk about Young Justice. We got some fighting, some stuff happening. What y'all think of it?
I liked it. I was wanting to smack Zod and his family upside the head because I don't like them.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool that Forager was able to break through that
Yeah, that was
shield
cool.
for a little bit to try to attack. Now, when Megan's brother attacked that box, is that little boy gone, or is he just asleep, or is it just the box now?
I think
I
he's
wasn't
still
sure.
alive. I think.
Okay,
I'm not
because
sure.
it's like when he brain blasted him and he disappeared, I was like, no. It's like he's such a cute, innocent little boy that got turned into this box thing. No.
Yeah.
So.
Well, next week is the finale, so it's the season finale.
Oh yeah. You knew it was when you saw when Superman got hit by all that kryptonite, and then you see your boy might kill. You know he ain't gonna kill him. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on now. I get the suspense though. But
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I think Nightwing should still be alive, but we'll see.
Well,
Like,
he's if he's any, well, he's been trained by Batman. I'm sure Batman has been able to train his heart to like slow and his heartbeat down to like nothing, like other like fighters and things like that.
Yeah.
So maybe. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very mad.
I'm trying to figure, and I know this was sort of kind of brought up on Superman and Lois, on a couple of websites. I'm trying to figure out what Supergirl is in all this. I mean, both of Young Justice and Superman and Lois, both of them. I don't think a short crossover stick would hurt.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I mean, at least have something at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll at least get some next season. Hopefully.
Well, probably with the finale for at least Young Justice, if they do bring her in, that'll be the perfect timing to bring her in to save Superman and Connor. So
Supergirl out in space, probably. Yeah, that could be the case. Or maybe in that timeline, she hasn't touched down to Earth yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
You know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Next up, let's talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Did y'all see the episode?
Yes.
I got like halfway
those eyebrows.
I did not.
Yeah. If my words don't say it, my face does. So.
Oh, and don't forget, and don't forget, if you look at that sign right behind Cat, give us money. Laser.gg. Get collectible trading cards, a Geek Gauntlet collectible trading cards. We got some nice ones, so definitely check those guys out. Laser.gg /the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'll try to put that up in the chat too, before we get out for the night. But what did you like about the episode, Janae?
I was kind of getting annoyed with it because like a lot of like phrases they were saying was in episode 4, and I was like, so is Leia just going to forget that Obi-Wan saved her, or is someone going to erase her memory, or what is going on? Because it's like in episode 4, she's like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I only hope you helped Dad during the Clone Wars and blah blah blah. And so it's like, okay, what's happening here? So
plot holes.
And then
what's happening.
Yeah, and then Ben being basically scared, which I could see like some PTSD. It's like you thought you had killed this person, and then they're miraculously back, and you're hyperventilating because you're like, oh crud, he's still alive. What am I going to do? How am I going to save this universe now? Because he's a horrible person. So
I haven't watched any of the episodes yet. Kat, what do you think about the series so far from what you've seen?
Get him, Cat. Get him. Get him.
I mean, I kind of the plot holes are getting pretty big. Like we're talking like black hole type time holes. They're punching in the hole in the story here.
Yeah.
Like you said, you know, and I mean, I can kind of pass off her age being why maybe she doesn't remember being kidnapped, and okay,
yeah,
you know, she gets hit in the head at some point, temporary amnesia. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think she remembers because because this makes sense for why she names her son after Obi-Wan, why she names her and Ben. That she did have this past with him, and just didn't come up in conversation.
Yeah, but Luke also
Leah would have known
said
Ben Kenobi though.
Yeah,
like you said, like you helped my father during the Clone Wars. So like we're not saying she doesn't know he exists.
Yeah.
But you know, the way it talks about it in the movies that they, you know, so graciously decided to give us all the highlight reels of movies 1 through 6 in episode 1 of the series. You know, the PTSD, I mean, his whole purpose was to keep an eye on Luke.
Mm-hmm.
And Leia was never supposed to be his responsibility.
Yeah.
Let's be really honest. So I can see the whole purpose here, and I agree with Dan. I can relate to that, Dan. So, I mean, look at how much war there were in the first 6 movies. There's bound to be some PTSD. There's bound to be some concern because, think about it. He's now being told that the person that he literally watched burn in lava is alive. I don't think it's so much the matter of, oh no, he lived. I think it's more a matter of how has he lived? How how is he functioning? You know, like is he a cyberpunk brain in a chair?
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm still not impressed. So yeah, I mean, not that Disney cares about my opinion, but I'm still not impressed. I get that they had to use the Inquisitors as a reason that Ben Kenobi would have to leave. Because, now they're looking for him and someone's eventually going to crack, especially after they killed the last Jedi. Sorry, spoilers, guys. But I'm sorry.
Do you guys think this has been like rushed and not well thought out as a series?
Well, but then they got that Disney money to get Hayden back and the Vader's voice, James Earl Jones, to voice him. So it's just like they thought of that. So I don't know.
And the season's only 6 episodes.
Yeah,
it's 6 episodes. Well, it wasn't ever intended to be a TV series. It was set to be like a mini series, I think. But now they're talking about, they've greenlit season 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, where are they going to end
I'm trying to figure out how to put this without offending a lot of people, because Disney can't seem to get past their love of the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
And, you know, they still want to be family friendly. Kenobi is still a family friendly Jedi, because that's really the side they want to push. They don't really want to tell the story of the Sith. They don't have to. Yeah. Unless they can make them the ultimate bad guy. Which, I have my thoughts on that too, but this isn't the soapbox for that. I'm just gonna drink my water here, and
leave that one alone.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, we just got to talk about our sponsor, Laser.gg. There you go. Head over there today, collect unique trading cards from the Geek Gauntlet podcast. So definitely head on over there. All right, so what we got next, buddy?
All right, so next up, we got Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Did y'all see it?
Yes.
I have not gotten a chance
Pretty
to
good
catch up to
episode.
that one.
Yeah, we got a body swap thing with Spock and his wife, fiance, whatever she is, which is pretty good. Not cliche, but some good lines from in there. We got number 1 and the that other chick hanging around together, trying to be, fun, and everybody else doing other stuff. What y'all think? Good episode?
Oh, I loved it. I loved the body swap. That was hilarious.
Yeah. Approaching hijinks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does bring a unique point, though. They both have very diplomatic, travel-heavy careers. And, this thing came up with this, where all of a sudden these diplomats wanted to talk to them right away. And there was you can't look at your commanding officer and be like, oh, so like, I know that they're here, but I got dinner plans. I need to bounce. In those types of roles, if you think of Star Trek is in a lot of ways very much like the military. So if you are someone who is part of the entourage for higher up officers like admirals and generals, you don't always get to have that same kind of social life that your standard enlisted get. And I don't think that was something that she necessarily took into account when he brushed off their dinner. Because it wasn't like he'd come home and he was called and said, we need to go to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about it, and all of a sudden it's like, what do you mean they're here already?
Yeah.
So I think the body swap kind of gave them both a unique perspective, because I also do think that Spock, to a certain extent, undervalued what she does. It's like, oh, you're just trying to rehabilitate people, and you've got an easy cakewalk job. Nah, bro. No. Her job's just as important.
Yeah.
And so I think it was able to give them both that unique perspective.
Right.
And that was really what I think a lot of the episode was kind of about, was talking about like those perspectives, taking into consideration other people and the challenges that they're facing. Whether it's career, personal, whatever.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. What's next, y'all?
Next. All right, so I wasn't going to talk about this one because I wasn't sure if anybody would be actually interested in this. If you're interested in the Orville, please leave a comment. But the subject matter, I think, is worth talking about.
Okay.
So, to give a quick background a little bit, it's a Star Trek-like show, and one member of the show is a robot-type person who comes from a planet of artificial life forms. He's called Isaac. And at the end of the give me a sec.
Oh, they coming to get Shaw.
How many times do I gotta tell you, Shaw, don't get caught?
Don't get caught, bro. Don't get caught. Don't get caught stealing the Slim Jims, man.
Okay, I'm back.
Don't get caught taking the Slim Jims, bro.
All right. So, backstory. At the end of the last season, he took them back to his home world, where after giving information to them, his homeworld people decide to take over and kill all the humans everywhere. He's right there with them. It isn't until like halfway through where he changes his mind because he has a relationship with the doctor, and everything gets settled after that. Now this episode has a whole thing where everyone on the ship is not liking him. They're not giving him time because it's his fault that thousands of people died. Including the son of the doctor lady that he was dating, whatever. Yeah, he had a big nightmare at the beginning of the episode, and he's traumatized and all that.
Bro, when it comes to world domination, you got to pick one or the other. You're either destroying all humans or you're not.
The Dream Podcast ends and getting arrested on screen live. Spot shots was Sony State of Play.
So ahead, I'm still getting caught up on like the most recent episodes, but I mean, I can kind of see how that would happen, and I do think kind of like how Shaw mentioned, like, hey, it's something that is kind of an important message because we're seeing it so much in our own daily life. Mm-hmm. People have probably said some things in the last 5 years that maybe they didn't think about the words before they came out of their mouth.
Exactly.
And
podcast from Mercedes Legend status.
Don't challenge me.
Damn.
So, I think we all probably talk to a lot of people who have had like separation with their family, their loved ones, because they took a stance on something before they really thought it through. They kind of went with the crowd and probably did some things they shouldn't have done. And a lot of people's families were like, no, we're done with you. Like, we were fine when you were just crazy ranting in our living room, but here's where that line got crossed. And then later on, they're like, oh, wow, now I can see why my family thought I was, off the deep end. And now they have to try and make amends.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy. And we'll just have to see, like, how the crew eventually kind of comes to terms with that. Because basically you have this sentient robot that, like, hey, You know, he's sentient, he's smart, he's an AI. Ultimately, is what he is.
Yeah.
And
So they keep expecting him to be human when he's not, you know?
Right. But genocide, regardless of what your race is something that's hard for people to swallow, whether you are robots,
Exactly.
whether it is, you know, you're choosing this based on region, planet, color. I mean, imagine,
So
think
that's
about
my
it for a minute.
thing. Like, they're
What if
entitled to
Wolf
their
had done that?
feelings. Like, they're entitled to hate him, you know? It's
Right.
not he's that race, so I hate him. It's he took part in this. He's the reason for this, you know?
Right. I mean, it would be like if Worf had decided, yeah, I'm going to go with the Klingons. We're going to kill all humans, all Earthlings.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and then partway through, it was like, oh, y'all, I didn't think that through. Well, no, it's not even about people being sensitive. It's a trust violation at that point.
Yeah. They even mentioned at least somebody that everybody knows died. At least, and everyone knows at least one person that died in that thing. So it's like they're entitled to their hate, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I mean, I do think, especially in this day and age, that's kind of an important message. That
yeah.
Because I think there was a long time when people forgot that the things you say and your opinions, yes, you're entitled to them, but it's like I've always told people that I know that I don't always agree with. The First Amendment protects you from the government; it doesn't protect you from me. So I don't. You can have your opinion.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm going to like it. It doesn't mean there won't be consequences for that opinion.
All right. If anyone has anything else, let's move on to the news.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. All right. First up, the birthdays. We got a happy birthday for Tom Holland. One for Morgan Freeman. He is now 85.
Damn.
Let's see. Julie Sladen is now 40. Morena Baccarin is now 43.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We got some casting news. Isabella Marquez will be joining Spider-Man spinoff. Working on Madam Web. She's the chick that played Dora the Explorer in the movie.
Oh wow.
Yep.
She played Dora. Wow.
Yeah, that's the chick.
Yeah, we call that Benjamin Button syndrome, Dan.
Yeah, she was also in Transformers, the one with the Knights. All right, we got some more news. Picture number 2, please. Apparently, according to an insider, this is a rumor, mind you, that Secret Wars Part 1 will be airing in 2026.
We're aiming for a 2026 release.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
Who's that in the
it's a
middle?
rumor.
Who's that in the middle? Moon Knight? Is that supposed to be Moon Knight?
Put it back up. I'm not sure. No, one was Spider-Man. No.
Yeah, one was Spider-Man.
I cannot tell. I think the third one
That looked like the Living Tribunal. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably what it is. Yeah.
That's what because that looked like that Spidey.
Yeah,
that's the Living
Tribunal. Yeah.
Living Tribunal with the Silver Surfer.
And the last one is Doctor Doom, I believe.
And that's Doctor Doom. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's with the black suit too.
Yep. Black suit.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness will be streaming on Disney Plus on June 22nd. So it's already coming out there already.
Nice.
Okay.
Do y'all think
everything's digital nowadays anyway?
Yeah. Do y'all think that's too early? Should they wait longer, or what do y'all think?
I'm surprised that it's coming out.
Yeah.
So good for me.
Well,
yeah.
They've got to make their money somehow because their box office sales still aren't what they were.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think.
What, 800K?
Yeah. But I mean, a movie like that used to be like $800 million.
It is 800 million. I misspoke. I misspoke. It's a little over 800 now.
Okay. But I think it's also, I mean, movies don't go on film and then have to be translated over to DVD anymore. It's
Mhm.
all done
True.
digitally. Even the film,
Right.
even the movie theaters have a digital copy.
Yeah.
Yep, true.
So I think that where people used to see like, oh, it went to TV or it went to streaming so quickly, oh, that must be a bad sign. I don't think it's a bad sign. I think it's just a sign of the change in technology and a change in the times.
True. I do think they could wait a little bit longer to make a little bit more money, but I get it. It's gonna be like
Well, they're
45
still going to be
minutes.
making money
Yeah.
through streaming.
Yeah,
Yes.
There's going to be a certain profit. Plus, it's the concept of butts in seats. So
True.
if you don't get the butts in the seats at the theater, but you can get the butts in the seats at home, that's going to sell your merch.
True. Very
You
true.
know, watching that, Janae's kids are going to be like, Mommy, I want a Wanda doll. And she's going to be walking through Target and it's, oh, I want that from Doctor Strange, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're looking for. They're looking for the ways to sell their merch.
Right. All right. Next up, Suicide Squad breakout Danielle Melchior, the chick that played Rat Trapper 2, will be appearing in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 in a role. Let's see what else we got here. All right, this is a rumor. Kevin Feige is in discussion to do a lead of Ghost Rider movies, a project at least, with the Stranger Things creators Matt and Ross Duffer. Y'all interested
Isn't
in
he the
that?
one that's in charge of Kenobi?
I don't know, maybe.
I'm not sure.
I was like, Kevin Feige does not impress me. And he better not screw up Ghost Rider. I might like things on fire.
We'll see.
I agree.
All right, next up, we got some Spider-Man game news. Picture number 1, please. Yeah, so the Spider-Man game and the Miles Morales Spider-Man game are both coming to PC.
Nice.
There was a trailer released, which oddly enough didn't show Peter's face, so maybe they reverted the thing, maybe not.
I mean, with the popularity of Miles Morales, they need to just do more with him.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I
he's
agree
definitely going to be in the new one, too. We know that, so we'll see what's up. Let's see what else we got. Oh, yeah, Joe Quesada is apparently retiring from Marvel after 20 years. So, that's
Wow.
Is he
Really?
retiring because he's so angry of how bad everything they're putting out right now is?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Saying.
Well, you know, stuff happens.
I think they're going for quantity over quality.
I still think there's some quality.
Mad Black Entertainment. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? How you doing?
I do admit there's probably a little too much stuff coming out too soon.
You know what, though? You know what? Cat brings up a good point. Because the way everything is going right now in the comic book industry, and I don't blame old boy for leaving. I really don't. I mean, with the way things are changing, your storylines never staying the same. Everything, nothing's fluid anymore. Gender changes, sexuality changes, race changes. I don't blame old boy for leaving. I really don't. I mean,
Well,
he's been with them
it is what
forever
it is.
too. He's been with them forever too.
Yeah.
So you know, can't blame him. You can't blame him for that. All right, what's next up, man?
Speaking of which, we just got a trailer for the Gotham Knights for the new series. What are your thoughts on it?
Dumb.
Can't be much worse than Kenobi.
Okay, can I go ahead and mention that was the sorriest trailer I've ever seen in my entire life of a show. You could have kept Batwoman for that bullshit. You could have kept it. Why? That trailer was trash. Straight trash. And you, at least Batwoman, you would have got, for all its flaws, at least it's the Batman family. And you going in from that to this?
Yeah.
Nah, man. I ain't feeling
Basically,
it,
it's just
man.
Carrie Kelly and Stucky Brown. Everybody else is either new characters or the daughter of the Joker.
And
Yeah.
my husband was listening to it while I was watching it. He's like, "There's a storyline where Bruce Wayne's dead and he has a son that he
Adopted son.
Got to say.
yeah."
Yeah. Taylor, I forgot the last name.
They can work
With him
this
not
out
knowing
in front.
Batman, so
I mean, he literally has other adopted son. Why would you
Yeah.
make up a pickup character? You know?
Oh my gosh, man.
Have it be Tim. Have it be Damien.
Right.
yeah.
Like a version of Damien would be interesting. Like one where, like, he wasn't raised by the league. You know,
Mm-hmm.
similar to the original version of Huntress, where she was Helena Kyle.
That's the thing I don't get too. The thing I don't get too is the fact that you put it on CW, where it's gonna probably be some of the wokest.
That's the problem. That's why it's trash.
That's
You're gonna put it on CW.
It's gonna be some of the wokest bullshit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Dude, you should have put it on HBO Max, man. If you really wanted to hit, you should have put it on HBO Max and kept it away from all that woke stuff, man. Because look, I ain't gonna say in front, when you go woke, you broke. You go broke.
I'm gonna give it an episode or two, but we'll see. I got a lot of hope.
Thank you, thank you, KW. Thank you. It's woke central. You saw that with Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
So nah, man.
But you said at least with Supergirl they did it naturally, kind of a
That's
thing.
Mostly.
Like, but like with Batwoman, it was just like in your face.
That was
kind
woke
of,
central.
so.
Like, yeah.
Woke. That Batwoman was woke central times 8.
Yeah. And I get it. You know, no one wants to be on the opposite end of what's going on in the socio-political aspect of the world and social media. But I hate to say it, this Amber Heard case is is the prime example as to how hopping on that bandwagon, because I don't know, and Sean, maybe you saw this, I'm sure you probably did. So Disney is now saying that Johnny Depp will be back in Pirates.
Saw that.
So
Yeah, they've been saying that.
they were the first ones that were like, "Bye, boy." Like, oh, this is what she's saying happened. Like,
but wait. Now that he won his case, you could come on back.
Yeah, come
you
on
could
back.
come on back.
And
Johnny
reprise your role. I will take you back with open arms, but you couldn't stand by me through the whole case, man.
Yeah.
But that's a prime example of why all of this being woke and being the social justice warriors of network television, it can backfire on you.
Female superheroes are backup characters. They are not good alone.
Kind of depends. Some are good, some are bad. I mean,
I think Wonder Woman might be the only exception to that. But like Batgirl, hell yeah.
No, I mean, because they pick.
Hell yeah.
I hate to say it, they pick crappy female superheroes.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
True.
They do.
They need to pick good support systems for them to make them look good, and they're not doing that.
They don't do that either.
It's the problem.
They don't do that either.
Like Jessica Jones back in the day was great. That was like the best of the shows on Netflix back then. It was up there, top 3 at least.
I mean, it wasn't Iron Fist.
Thank God for that.
But that's it. There are a lot of really great. I mean, like I said, Wonder Woman is a staple. She is a classic staple, just like Captain America. That people know the character because we were indoctrinated with her at a very, very early age on television.
Yeah.
So people know who she is. Other female superheroes, you know, unless you're talking about X-Men, and X-Men has to stay as a squad. Like, you couldn't do as badass as Storm is, you couldn't do a Storm show.
No.
It wouldn't work.
I can see an origin story, or probably.
But I think it would have to be built in. Like, you still have to have the team.
Yeah.
And build in those origin stories.
Because Storm is. I don't think Storm's a strong enough character to have her own. I mean, it'd be cool to
And
see.
she had her stuff. I mean, she was like
Yeah.
considered a goddess in her small village or whatever. And
Yeah.
she had certain things.
Hmm.
Yeah, but
I
like
mean-
KW said, you can't separate up the team because they're already
Yeah.
a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I can see them like starting up with like an anthology first to introduce them, and like Disney
That'd be
Plus
cool.
first, and then doing the movie. Maybe that could be interesting.
Separating X-Men will cause a massive fail. That I do. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even think they could do it that way. They'd have to go all the way back to like the 90s in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
in the cartoon it had the team, but then you'd have like breakout episodes like
Yeah.
every session periodically that would build on the characters that were there.
Yeah,
I maybe it said promote the real good male characters. I hate Gambit, but I got a personal reason for hating Gambit. I got a personal
Get out
reason
here.
for hating Gambit.
Get out
I got
here,
a
William.
perfect don't put that cat on me again, Janae. Don't put that cat on me again now. That cat was
I
trying to
was
throw
really
paws
mad
on
when
me.
they brought Gambit in. What was it for the Wolverine movie
Mhm.
to save
Right.
Scott?
The lame ass Gambit.
It
And I
could've
was
been better,
like,
though.
Cyclops, are you
This is
kidding
not
me?
right. There-
Scott
no-
Summers, the
no
biggest bitch in
accent.
X-Men.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, KW kind
Yeah,
of got me
I
on
was-
that
I was-
tangent there because like
I was so
Yeah.
mad. I was so mad. Like he, not very much screen time. Didn't have the accent. It was
Yeah.
just horrible, horrible, horrible movie.
yeah, no, I'm sorry. Cyclops is a bitch.
Cyclops, man.
They picked a good guy playing Cyclops for like the first 3
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
The
Once it
thing
was
that kills
good.
me about
He didn't-
Cyclops, though, he's too much. I'm sorry, to be a strong character, you can't be in your feelings like that. And it's like he was in his feelings 24/7 over Jean. And I get it, I understand it, but at the end of the day, you're not a normal. You're a mutant. You're a damn hero. Your standards go up here, whereas ours is down here, and you can't be like that. This Joker ain't going on missions. He's not doing his thing that he needs to do as an X-Man because he's all in his feelings about him. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. But when he's on his right mind, he is a badass. I'll give him that. He's in his right mind. He's a badass. But when he's in his feelings about Jean, cut him.
That's like saying that
Cutting.
Amber Heard tells the truth 10% of the time and makes her not so mad.
Did you
He's
see
in
that
his
statement? Did
feelings
you see that statement?
99.9% of the time.
Did
That
you s-
0.1%.
Did you see that statement she made? I'm shocked. I can't speak. I don't have the freedom to speak or something like that. Look, you got freedom.
Bullshit.
You got freedom of speech all day long, but that don't mean you won't be held accountable for it.
Yeah.
You said you won't. You can say the earth flat, but people gonna hold you accountable for it.
There's a meme that's saying, "Well, no one's gonna hire me now. What am I gonna do?" And it's
Maybe you should have thought about that.
it's for the mummy,
Should have thought about it.
and then they put a hand on the knee and it says OnlyFans.
Yeah. I gotta find that, man.
I'm like,
But
I'm
it's
sorry,
just-
Amber. That sounds like a you problem.
Exactly,
Well,
man.
but it's just like, but so she's not gonna get hired. It's like she technically got hired when there was stuff going on but he lost jobs and
Yeah.
no one would hire him for the longest time.
Well,
But
except
she
for
was
Dior.
still getting hired even when he said, "Hey, she did this stuff," and I know it's not. I don't know how many minutes she's in Aquaman or whatever, but she still got hired. She didn't get replaced.
Yeah,
So
most definitely.
There was a rumor too that her scene was going to be cut. Her scenes were going to be cut. And she only
Yeah,
had,
I
like,
heard that
what?
too.
She had what, like 10, 15 minutes in the movie, and that's it. So you gonna
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And apparently that was from the beginning. Like originally, she was only going to be in that much anyway.
She done.
she wasn't a great version of her. So it's just like someone else could have played her. And
Yeah, most
She
definitely.
done. Yeah, she done.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her. All right, Char, what's up next, bro?
All right, next up, apparently Justice U, the CW series starring David Ramsey as John Diggle, with a academy of people learning how to use their powers. That's still in development apparently, even though there hasn't been much talk about it. But yeah, it's still coming apparently.
I heard it got canceled, but I guess it's still.
Yeah. Well, you know, I heard recently it's still happening, so we'll see. I
He's a
mean,
good character, so
yeah.
Here's my-
Got some more
he's a
information.
fan.
here.
He's
We'll
a
see.
fan favorite. They could see people going to see that. So
Yeah.
Don't forget, join Ledger.gg today and collect unique
we're
trading
pretty.
card from the Geek Gauntlet podcast.
give us money, greedy.
These ladies need to stay pretty. Me and Shaw need to stay handsome. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you
William,
go.
don't let anybody lie to you. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
Don't feel left out. You're very pretty, William. It's fine.
All right, Shaw, go ahead, man.
We also got the season 2 trailer for the Bad Batch. Did y'all see it?
You know, I've never gotten into that show. I've never gotten into it.
Yeah, it's something to watch.
I know Damon from GNL was talking about it. I might have to give it a try. I've never gotten into the Bad Batch.
Yeah, it's not that interesting, but it's something to watch. You know, if you've got nothing to watch for a while, it's not bad.
Sound like the damn little
I got like
Rascals,
9
right?
streaming services. I can always find something to watch that's not Star Wars.
Exactly. It sound like when you say the Bad Batch, it sound like the Little Rascals, but I got you. I got you. I got you.
Season 1 had its moments.
Batch, Little Rascals.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more like maybe some like Old Republic stuff with getting into some more of the like trooper, like clone trooper like groups.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming for Shaw again. They're coming for Shaw. Man, shut up, man. Look, we love you here at the Gauntlet. But stop getting caught, bro. Stop getting caught stealing Yu-Gi-Oh cards, man. You need to stop, man. Stop it. Just
I'm
stop.
going
And
to
if you
change it
can't-
next week to give us money for Shaw's bail fund.
Yes, yes. And Shaw, if you can't stop, don't get caught, bro. Don't get caught.
I know what it
Oh,
was. He was
man.
stealing the Taco Bell pizzas. Did
Oh,
you hear about that?
Only the-
They were running out.
Yeah, they're sold out.
I did
about
not
it?
hear that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got
Mhm.
mine.
Well, they went back to
They
the original,
didn't realize
like,
how big
formula.
of a
Yeah.
They didn't realize
Don't
how
forget, guys.
big of a comeback this was going to be, and yeah.
Don't forget,
there we go.
guys. I have yet to have a churro. So if you want to send me people in San Antonio,
Yeah.
Dallas, Texas, area, Caddies, if you want to send me some churros, you know, hook your boy. I'll hook your boy up.
So,
man.
how have
Give me
you
some
never had a
churros, Cat.
churro?
I've never had
I
a churro.
haven't had one either, Cat. So
She ain't had one either.
Same.
Sure, I have one. I need a churro. I need a churro. I need a churro and I need some bacon on it.
What is
That's
wrong with
what I
all of
need.
these people that don't know what a churro is and have never had a churro?
I've never had
not
it.
a
I know what a
I've-
churro
I've
is. I've just
had
never had
I-
it.
I
Yeah,
know what it
same here,
is. I
same.
just never had. I just never
What it
ate. I
does.
want one or two of them.
Yeah.
I want one. I double fist them. I'll double fist them things on the air. I would double
You-
fist those things.
You,
Bruh. And then it's
So,
like,
KW, in case, so churros are a Mexican pastry type deal that's fried and rolled in like this amazing like cinnamon sugar concoction.
I gotta
They're
have
delicious,
one, man.
is what they are.
I gotta have one, dude.
Only had an elephant ear, so
Dark Lizard, what's up, man?
Costco. Costco has
Costco.
churros in their food court.
They do.
oh, there
Yes.
you go.
Man, I want one from
That's
Texas
what's
though. I want
You
one
gotta
from
come
Tex-
here, otherwise it's gonna get cold. We can't ship it to you.
That's
I mean, we got
Yeah,
like real
we probably
Mexican people.
wouldn't do
from
good
New
in
York.
I
Nice.
mean, I need a real. I need a real. We got a Costco here, but let me see what real quick. Dark Lizard says She-Hulk is gonna fail if they win that CGI. Boy,
I'm told it's already been fixed a bit, so hopefully it'll be better by the time. You know.
oh my goodness.
KW,
Look, I'm in
that's
Alabama.
no excuse. I have in-laws in Mobile. They've heard of churros.
He's never heard of.
Not
He
just
never heard
because I
of
live
it.
in Texas.
Oh
We
yeah,
got
he lives in
enough
New
to-
Mexico. Oh, he lives in. New, He said they got some good ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Dark. Well, it's good to know that Dark Lizard is now a fan of the show. I can go visit somebody and get some churros real quick. Hey, Dark Lizard and Cat, I might be coming to see y'all soon.
Yeah.
Chiro World Tour, baby. Chiro World Tour.
Yeah. All right. We also got a teaser trailer for the Wednesday Addams series on Netflix to be released on June 6th. Y'all interested in that?
I'm kind of curious about that.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out, it's 2022, right? How the hell are we going backwards? I mean, my son asking me what you mean. we going back, what? How old is the Addams family? And we going all the way back there?
Very,
Isn't
very.
it,
No one in Hollywood can find an original idea.
Oh,
Isn't it like
and just to let you know,
Christina
Taylor
Ricci or her name? The one that played Wednesday in the movies? Isn't she reprising her role as Wednesday? Isn't she like an adult in this?
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think I
I've
heard
heard
that, but
in the movie she's gonna be Morticia, I think.
I don't know.
Let me jump in real quick and bring on a surprise guest. I wasn't expecting this dude to roll through. Bring my man, Mad Black Atheist, or as we call him, NBA leader of the league. NBA, what's up, bro?
Oh shit! I wasn't even paying attention. What's up, man?
We got him.
Yeah, you did. I just got done on the website. I just finished the website stream, and I had to jump over here. I saw you was live, and I ended the website stream and said, "I'm gonna come over here and mess with William for a minute."
Appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, I can't. It's stuff on there that I can only say on the website because there ain't no censorship there. So I was talking about that Leah Thomas person, and all my views are completely banned on Twitch. So I just got my channels back. I was suspended for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah, and for something I didn't even do. So I'm gonna be nice since it's Twitch. You know how it is.
Gotta be nice on Twitch.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
So important question of the night: do you know what a churro is, and have you had one?
Nope and nope.
He never had one either. See,
I'm a really simple person, but I'm also allergic to a lot of stuff. So I stick to a small group of food because, like I'm allergic to stuff most people wouldn't be allergic to. I'm allergic to barbecue sauce.
Thank you,
I'm allergic to bananas, any kind of walnut, almond, pecan, any of those, any type of shellfish. Some regular kinds of fish I'm allergic to, so I have to be really careful what I eat.
Why does your body hate you?
Oh, well, that ain't even the worst of it. I have like severe, I can't be around pets because I have pet dander allergies, grass, trees, all that stuff. Yeah. I took allergy shots for like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm better now.
I still do allergy shots. Yeah, like I'm allergic to the planet.
Yeah, me
but,
too.
I can eat whatever the hell I want.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. It's got to have bacon on it. That's my thing. Bacon. I asked that question on Facebook earlier.
Yeah.
This week. Does bacon make everything better? And everybody tell me, hell yeah. So it's got to have bacon on it, man.
Yeah, you make me feel bad. I just started my diet today. I before I went and did my live stream, I was out riding my bike. I rode around the whole neighborhood, push-ups, sit-ups, all that. So yeah, I'm having to lay off the bacon. I'm trying to lose weight again because I'm 45, so I'm trying to trim down. Because I don't want to be carrying this weight when I hit 50. So
I feel you.
I mean, I'm not super big. I mean, I'm 6 foot, 238 pounds, but I want to get down to about 200 pounds even. That'd be plenty. And people call me fat, and I don't even know why. So.
Don't worry. If you go down to Texas, they'll call you
slim. It's with a PH. Like, yeah, you come down to Texas, you'll be skinny. It's fine.
Be skinny. You be skinny. You be fine until you be slim.
Hey, right here in Tennessee, I'm skinny.
Yeah, see?
I mean, because we got some big uns here, real big uns. I better quit, though, because that's part of the reason I got kicked off of here for 2 weeks.
You
can't say, man.
You got to be careful on Twitter.
I've learned my lesson since I came back on. All of my content now is basically it's me, but it's not. It's what I call NBA light or NBA free content because I don't even try to be myself on Twitch anymore. But look, when I saw them ban a girl for reading a book, I knew right then I had to chill out.
Yeah.
What book?
I don't know, but they said she was reading some book. I guess it would maybe have been sexual in nature. I don't know, but they gave her a ban. She's just sitting there reading it. and they banned her. She wasn't showing off any body parts, none of that, and they just banned her for it. So,
oh yeah,
Yeah, William's in Georgia.
Yes,
I'm in
Georgia.
Texas.
Do you know your stream just jumped to 566 people watching?
God,
Woo!
sorry. We just talked about it. We just talked about this. Oh my god, my bad, dude. My bad.
That's at 600.
I'm sorry, Twitch. I'm sorry, Twitch. Please forgive me, Twitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I hope that ain't our friends that was attacking St. Cloud.
I hope it ain't. I hope it ain't you.
Yeah, because that shit'll get you in trouble big time, man.
Yeah, but Twitch, please forgive me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be William Morgan Part 3 for a second. I'm sorry, but anybody, did you catch that Gotham Knights trailer?
Maybe like a piece of it. I was kind of running around doing stuff. Like I'll leave my computer running while I'm cleaning and doing stuff. And I might have caught it when I was, I let YouTube just run and the auto run, and I think it popped up then. I didn't know what it was, so I just kept vacuuming my floor. But if I'll check it out just later to see what it is. But I haven't heard anything good about it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Right? Everybody sad.
Everybody that I've heard talk about it said the same thing, that it's horrible. And look, the point I was making in the chat, Marvel and DC both have fallen on their face. Marvel, they're done. They've run out of things to do, guys. And now they're taking heroes and characters that these characters don't relate. Like, these characters do not relate. And my thing about the female characters is this. I'm not saying don't have them. I'm just saying they're picking ones that are terrible standalone characters. Okay, they are. And all the ones that they're picking, these are female characters that have typically been a part of teams. And when they branch them out away from the teams that they're on, they're terrible. Miss Marvel she is an Avenger or was an Avenger, and then she was with other groups. Every time she was in a group, she was good. Yeah. But all of her solo adventures
she didn't have as much screen time.
Yeah, but it's for some reason they don't write the female characters properly when they're doing solo movies. But when they in a group movie, they're good. Like, what's her face that's going to be coming soon? Ironheart. Look, I read that comic. It's going to be terrible. And the only reason that the female Thor is going to work is because the original Thor is in the movie. Yeah. Nobody's going to go watch Jane Foster by herself. You got Chris Hemsworth in there. People are going to love it because he's gotten really funny. Since Thor Ragnarok, his character has been excellent. The first couple Thor movies, he was boring, but they changed the character. Now he's an awesome character. But these female characters, they got to pick good ones, and they got to pick ones that can kick butt by themselves. And they need to pick ones that have already been by themselves. Don't give us ones that started out in a group because they're never going to add up. They're never going to add up. And I think Marvel's killing themselves. Actually, I think if they don't hurry up and do something, it's going to be over with. Because Multiverse of Madness was terrible. Everybody singing his praises. That was a garbage movie to me. And I didn't even care about Spider-Man that much. I thought it was a nostalgia fest. Everybody just wanted to see the two other guys who used to be Spider-Man. Because I'm sitting there at the theater when it came out, and after most people got to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, a lot of people left. A lot of people left the theater because that's all they wanted to see. They didn't care about Tom Holland. Yeah, so,
Disney's trying to use Marvel to make up for their money they're losing.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I wasn't gonna leave. I spent $80 for me and my kids. So I was there after the credits rolled. I was still sitting there. I want every dime of my money.
Every cent.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, I give them credit what they tried to do in Multiverse of Madness, but it was a mess. It was a convoluted mess, and they really screwed up the character of Scarlet Witch. First things first, they do not know how to use that character. Okay,
That's literally what happens in the comics, though.
yeah, but
She
The way
literally
they
well,
plays
do
like
it
that in the
it's
doesn't
comics.
translate
it's
well.
similar to what happened in the comics. I'll say that. It's
Yeah,
not what
similar, but
happened.
that's literally the
It's similar.
story. Yeah.
But they messed it up. Sometimes you
point.
can do a story exactly like it's written, but the film adaptation is still terrible.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you what it reminded me of. It reminded me of all that special effect crap from the Matrix. That's what it reminded me of. That's really what it was about, a bunch of special effects. And they wanted to throw in the whole Illuminati angle. Honestly, comic book fans don't even care about the Illuminati anymore. That's such an old story. Like, for real. That's like who cares? It's like, what is it about people wanting to see Patrick Stewart all the time? It's like, oh, we got to see Professor XO. Who cares? We've seen
like
every
him.
version of Professor X. Who cares?
Yeah, like you ain't seen him before.
At this point, they need to go with popular characters. They need to, like, maybe take a trip to a comic book store and actually find out what's popular with people who read comics. Don't just pick some random characters and try to make us like them, because that's what they're doing. Like Moon Knight, for instance. Okay, yeah, he has a cool looking costume, but nobody really cares about that character. Nobody that I've ever spoken to said, hey man, I'm finna go down the store and get the latest edition of Moon Knight. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's just not happening. They need to get with it, because honestly, they blew their whole entire load on Endgame. I knew they were gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
When that movie was over, I said
That
they just ruined themselves, because they took every story that they had left and they squished it all into that movie, and they pretty much ruined their whole thing.
You don't know, brother. You don't know.
Nobody wants to see these Phase 4 characters.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know what Phase 4 is leading up to.
Yeah, it's leading up to trash. I've been reading comic books my whole life, and I've been collecting them my whole life.
It's leading up to War of the Worlds, and I'm
sorry, but actually I do know about that, and it's the same thing I say about Dragon Ball. It does not matter how good the characters are. It does not matter how awesome you might think Goku and Vegeta are, or Gohan, or any of this stuff. If you have a terrible person writing the story, then it's going to suck. And the fact is, the reason why these movies and TV shows lately have been getting tanked in the ratings is not because the characters are unpopular. Some of them are, but that's not the reason. The reason is because terrible writing. Mm-hmm. And it's just that simple. Like, I was reading the Dragon Ball Super manga the other day because I like to roast it. I don't read it because I'm a fan. This is the first time a chapter's come out where the entire fan base has completely turned their back on it. And it's not because they hate the characters of Goku and Vegeta. It's not because they hate Gohan. It's because Taro is a terrible writer. And Toriyama has gotten old, and he doesn't care about Dragon Ball the way he used to when he was a young man. So they're mailing it in because they already got a built-in fan base. That's what Marvel's doing.
Well, also what Marvel's doing, too, is they saw how all of a sudden it became cool to be a geek.
Yep.
So you also, and then, you get like the fans arguing on forums. I'm sure you've had it happen. Like, you got solid comic book knowledge of a character versus a movie fan of the character who's like, no, that's not how it is, because that's not how it was in the movie. Like, hold up, homeboy.
Yeah.
Open a comic.
That's not canon.
And then we'll talk.
Right.
Well, that's the problem that
Marvel is relying on is that they're going to take and create all of these cinematic fans.
Yep.
And F the comics.
Well, here's the biggest thing that I've noticed that they're doing, and to me it makes sense. I'm not blaming them for it. I actually congratulate them. They get the Rick and Morty slow clap, because they're doing something that I think is one of the biggest, most important things in business. You have a built-in fan base. If you build it, they will come.
Yep.
I don't care what Marvel movie you make. You could make a Marvel movie about, I don't know, anybody. I don't care. Just pick a character.
Re-release Howard the Duck.
Yes. And here's what you have. Here's how they make money. They don't say Howard the Duck the movie. They say Marvel's Howard the Duck.
Right. They put that Marvel on there.
And that's how they get because you know what people are gonna say? Oh, I don't care if it's Howard the Duck. They might show a screenshot to the next movie. Look how bad Eternals was, but people still went and watched it. Look how bad Black Widow was. They still went and watched it. Shang-Chi, it was terrible. People still went and watched it because you got a cameo from what's his face, the other Sorcerer Supreme that no one cares about. He's gonna get his own movie too. By the way, that rumor's in the ether. What's his name? Wong or Wing or whatever.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his own movie. That's the other thing they keep doing that's really dumb. They keep taking characters that are cameos or characters that they think are popular and giving them their own movies. You know, it's like, let's take the Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's give the little psychic bug girl her own movie because people might think she's cute or something. You know, if they were smart, they would do the Drax the Destroyer story, the real Drax the Destroyer. They've turned Drax into a nobody. The real Drax is stronger, deadlier, invulnerable, and meaner than Thanos ever was. He was actually designed to kill Thanos. That's why he was created in the first place. He didn't hunt Thanos down because his kids were murdered. He was actually manufactured. Someone built him and specifically built him to kill Thanos. And he actually almost did it, so other people got in the way. Thanos couldn't even stop him. That's how powerful the real Drax was.
Thank you, Dark Lizard.
The thing that people need to understand is this. I don't have a problem with what Marvel's doing because I understand what business is. I own a business on and off the internet because I consider my website a business. Right. And I have a brick and mortar business that I started 12 years ago. So I get it. You want to know why anime sells, especially with losers that still live with their parents?
Here we go.
It's because most of them have never seen a girl naked before. So
that was last week's conversation. That was last week.
Yeah. So they fantasize and they fall in love with these anime women, and they don't understand that you're falling in love with ink and a piece of paper that just happens to be animated. But if you tell them that, they will go crazy and go after you.
Now, CNBA last week, and Kat informed me of this, and I had no idea this was happening. Lara Croft, I had no idea this was happening in Hollywood. Uh-oh. And Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie, was working, and pardon my French ahead of time, but she was working with fake titties.
Yeah.
I did not know she was working with prosthetic titties.
If it's 38, 24, 38,
I know that.
And she's 6 foot tall, that only happens in anime.
Well, they did that. They did that because she wasn't sexy enough for the movie.
And she has no
like if you play the video game, the Tomb Raider video game, the Lara Croft in the game had some big knockers.
Yes.
So they had to do that
to
make her, instead of just finding a chick with big knockers, they just gave her fake ones.
Well, because you have to give her video game dimensions, so she has to have the itty bitty Angelina Jolie waist.
Yep.
And then we destroy it, which I'm like, William, you've seen I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. You know that they got those butt pads. So like if you
that's one of the funniest things ever.
That was so funny.
Don't make me hop after you.
Hey, Janae used to sell them. Janae used to sell them.
When I worked at Walmart, I had to rig those fake butts.
Ready. Yeah. Everybody needs to get themselves ready for this, okay? Marvel and DC are about to have a titanic crater that they're going to form when they come crashing down. The only thing that's going to be able to save them is the fact that Disney and Warner Brothers and all these big companies have a lot of money. But the comic book part of it, it's dying. Like they're damn near auctioning off the comic book part. It's done. And the people that are buying up the rights to these characters are butchering them. Okay. Yes. They are butchering these characters, and that's part of the fall off. Real comic book fans, we go to these movies, but we don't go because we're excited. We go to see how bad they messed up our favorite characters. That's the real reason that comic book fans go to comic book movies. We just want to see how bad they messed it up. Thanos was the only villain that they actually got right until the Endgame movie. Yeah, well, in the Infinity War movie, they got him perfect. But the Endgame version of Thanos is the one they screwed up on because Thanos is not a blatant murderer. Like when he said he was just going to kill everybody and restart, Thanos would never do that.
but he was doing it for the attention of death.
Yeah, well, they couldn't, they couldn't put that
He
in
was
the
a
movie.
fanboy.
Yeah, they couldn't
All
do that.
fanboys
Yeah, they
is
couldn't
an
put
overgrown
that.
fanboy with superpowers.
No.
Yeah, they couldn't say, well, he's going to wipe everybody out because he's in love with Skull and Bones over here. Yeah, they couldn't do that. So they had to make up this whole
That would have been
universal
extremely funny
balance
if they
thing.
did. That would have been
I wish
extremely
they
funny
would
if they
with the
did.
real story. I think it
He
would have
needs to
made
buy a
more
waifu
sense.
pillow.
Yeah,
I mean,
give him a waifu pillow of death. Have him explain, like,
I'm going to tell you a good
he's
story.
that crazy guy.
Here's a good story that they could make that would be awesome. They could make the King Thanos story where his young self basically was transported all the way to pretty much the end of time, where he ran into an older version of himself, and they had to team up to kill the Silver Surfer, basically the last badass in the universe. That would be a good story. We talked about in the Discord server, maybe they should do the World Breaker Hulk, but they can't because you have to involve Sentry in that story.
Yep.
And they are never going to do Sentry right. Never. Sentry is like Superman times 1,000. They'll never get him right. So I just don't want them to do it. Blue Marvel. His story is tied. His story is actually tied directly with Carol Danvers, Ms. Marvel. His story is she leads the team that he's a part of. But you'll never see Blue Marvel because he is infinitely more powerful than she is. Everybody thinks that she's so spectacular. If you look and go by the comics, she don't stand a chance against somebody like Blue Marvel. She would get destroyed in an instant. But they have to push. This is what I don't like. They're pushing all of the gender stuff, and they're pushing it in the comics. They're taking established male characters, and they're either making them gay, making them woman, or making them a minority. I don't care what color Superman is, as long as he's Superman, and as long as he does the stuff that Superman's supposed to do.
Right.
I like Val-Zod. I like the Black Superman. He's actually more powerful than Clark Kent if you read the story. But I don't want him to be the main timeline Superman. That's just like if you watch Young Justice. That's not the main timeline. That's another version of the main timeline. That's why so many things are different in it. That's why Aqualad is the new Aquaman, because it's a whole different reality. It's a different dimension. It's not the same one. It's not the same continuity.
Yeah.
They should try using that more often so they don't mess up the main story. You know, if DC wants to kick Marvel's butt, do the Batman Who Laughs story and do it right. Do that,
DC
and
can't write a decent movie to save their life.
they can if they stop trying to compete with Marvel and do their own
They're not
thing.
going to do that, though. They're not that
Well, then
smart.
they're dumb. You want to know how my company got off the ground? I didn't compete with other companies just like mine. I did my thing, and what happened is their customers start coming to me. I didn't have to do anything because I couldn't compete with those companies with way more money, way more employees, and been doing it longer than me. So I just did my thing, and people noticed. DC has a niche if they would actually use it. As far as I'm concerned, nobody makes better animated superhero movies than them.
Yep.
Justice League Unlimited is one of my favorite shows ever. And if they take the Justice League Unlimited format and make the Injustice story and just make it a weekly episodic show like Young Justice, that would be a hit. That way you can get the whole Injustice story in there. I mean, imagine 50 episodes of Injustice.
Yeah. Or if they actually did the Lantern Corps, not just Green Lantern.
Thank you.
You work all the way through all the cores.
Yep.
Well, there's a new core now. There's like a platinum core now. I mean, it's ridiculous. It keeps expanding. And there's also gold lanterns now, too.
We got some questions from the chat. You think John Krasinski will be the new Mr. Fantastic?
I've heard rumor. I don't know how I feel about it, though.
I think he will.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
I think he will.
As long as they don't mess it up, I don't care who plays the role. That's where I'm at with all comic book characters now. I don't care as long as they don't mess it up. But we know what happened last time that character was on screen, so.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Before we move on, I heard y'all talking about Cyclops. Cyclops don't get enough love. First things first. Okay. And I'm not a real big fan of the character, but I understand and respect the character. A lot of people don't understand. He is immensely more powerful than they let on. Okay? And even without taking off the goggles, if he really wanted to, he could incinerate people. Like he has to use willpower basically to not fry a whole place. When he focuses those beams, you got to keep in mind those beams are coming from another dimension.
That's true.
And he's having to focus and control that to come out of his eyes. A lot of people think he has to take the visor or the glasses off to be powerful. No, he can control that beam. He can incinerate anybody he wanted. But he does. He's like Spider-Man. He pulls his punches. Not to mention, he has Olympic level strength, Olympic level athletics and abilities. He's kung fu, pretty much any other fighting techniques or martial arts you can think of. And the guy's able to hang with badasses. Like he can get down with the best of them. I don't think he get enough.
But he acts like a bitch.
Well, he's emotional. What they got? Well, so okay, Wolverine's emotional. Look at all the crying and whining he was doing over Jean Grey. But nobody will ever say that Logan's a punk.
I'll say it. I mean, all three of them in their little polyamorous love triangle there that they can't figure out.
Oh, you really believe that Logan, for real, is a chump? Because he was in love with a dumb woman?
Well, no, it was the way he handled being in love with that dumb woman.
Well, what was he supposed to do? Kill Cyclops and take her?
Yes.
I mean, move on, bro. Bitches.
I mean, they're good guys, so they can't, they have to stick to some kind of script. Honestly, if they redo the X-Men,
but he won't be happy if he did that, though.
I believe that Logan would probably wouldn't lose any sleep over killing Cyclops.
I'm just thinking he would if he actually had Jean, like Cyclops has Jean, he'd get tired of her probably.
Yeah, he wouldn't even.
Well, yeah.
I think she was just a temptation.
Yeah, she was a fascination, a temptation. I agree with that. I don't think he actually really wanted her.
He was his weeaboo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he should have just went ahead and fought Cyclops and took her.
Guys, Shaw had to roll out. Appreciate you being here tonight, Shaw. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I just don't like the way things are heading down between DC and Marvel.
Hey, bro, I have to tell you, the troll that's paying for your views tonight, you're gonna have to you're gonna buy him a drink.
I should.
Because this stream gonna have like 30,000 views by the time you done. He gonna push you to the partner program.
I got 13 minutes left, so let's see what we can.
Well, I mean, you've been at like a steady 400 or 500, and that's down to 3 something now. Yeah. But yeah, that's the same thing they were doing in St. Cloud.
That's what they do.
They ain't gonna mess with you. Twitch ain't gonna do nothing, dude. Because if you were doing it, they would know. So it happened right when I jumped on. That's how you know it's your trolls.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, look, why don't they do that on my streams?
I don't know, man.
Hey, BBN, if you watching, throw me some bones.
BBN.
I'll be glad to take it. I don't even care.
But yeah, I gotta go with Dark Lizard and KW though. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy The Boys because of the fact that it shows how flawed you would actually be if you had those kind of superpowers.
Well, that's what Peacemaker is too.
Oh yeah,
True.
Peacemaker.
I love that show too.
Yeah, they're exactly what people would do if they had superpowers or if they were listed as superheroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching G Gundam on my stream, and Domoon snaps his fingers and calls out his Gundam. And I said, man, if I could do that, I'd level a city. If I could snap my fingers and a giant Gundam showed up and I jumped inside of it, I would wipe out a whole city. I sure would. I know I would.
Cuts me off in traffic. Bam! Hold up. Let me get my Gundam.
Exactly. Wait a minute. Somebody cut in front of me to get to the last gas pump. Rise, Gundam. I'm gonna tear you up. So
and then fuel it up while he's there. I mean,
I tell people all the time, don't let me win the Powerball. Like one of those $500-600 million ones. You do not want that to happen. Because I'm the kind of douchebag, I will buy your neighborhood and put all of you outdoors.
Yeah.
And then I have bulldozers lined up to knock every house down right in front of you. I sure would.
I think we've had the conversation here that, like, one of my neighbors, I keep contemplating buying her house just so I can knock on the door and be like, oh, hi, I'm your landlord now.
Get out.
Yeah. Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
I'm that kind of petty.
I
Got
would.
a couple of things real quick I want to go before we roll out for the night. Lucasfilm has already greenlighted a second season of Obi-Wan. Already.
Well, the first season sucks. Why would they do that?
Because they have plenty of clips that they can use from episodes 1 through 6. So they don't even have
Yeah.
to really write a show. They'll just do like another highlight reel.
I think it might be time to put Star Wars to bed.
Might be.
Or at least what Kat said, bring in the Sith and actually give us some lore, like, so that we can
They
be
need to
enlightened.
go back in time 10,000 years, and they need to give us the story of Lord Revan, my favorite Sith Lord.
Yep. Well,
That's what I'm waiting on. I want
is Revan back
and
being canon yet, though?
I don't know if he is or not.
Because when Disney took over, they took out Revan and Bane. Which, how can you have a dark side without Revan and Bane? You can't.
And they took out Malik too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I don't understand because, like, if you take Revan out, you have to take out Malik, Bane. You got to take out Treya. You got to take all of them out because they're all connected to Revan. Yeah. And I think besides Revan, Treya is my second favorite Sith Lord. I can just listen to her talk all day. Like, for real. If you ever listen to the compilation of Darth Treya, just listen to the things that she say. Just her voice and the wisdom coming from it is amazing. There's a guy that has like a 2-hour compilation on YouTube of just all the things that she's ever said, and it just sounds so amazing. Yeah, she's awesome, but Revan is all-time greatest Sith.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, he's the greatest Sith and greatest Jedi because he was both.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and Disney will never acknowledge the existence of the Gray Jedi.
That's because Disney blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
That's why I got this.
He don't bust out the lightsaber.
This is Revan.
Awesome.
Yep, that is the Revan blade.
That's awesome.
Yep. It turns red and purple. And I got the kyber crystal too that goes with it. Yeah, this is my favorite. And then I got that's Darth Vader right there, and that one is Atris right there.
All right, a couple other things real quick. Let's see. Oh, wow. Tom Hanks in the new Pinocchio trailer that just got released. Paramount Plus just dropped the new Beavis and Butthead trailer. Really?
They making a new Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna need the same like preemptive script that Jackass has. Of this show was originally written when there were different social norms. Because I'm not sure what you can do Beavis and Butthead.
Why are we going backwards though?
Right.
Because everyone in Hollywood has zero imagination. They've used up all the creative people have used up their ideas and retired.
Even my daughter
I was watching Archie Bunker yesterday.
Even my daughter.
I realized that could never come back on TV again.
Nope.
And that's one of the greatest shows ever made, and it can never be allowed on TV.
Oh, not in today's. No.
Because you know how racist Archie Bunker was. But the thing is, George Jefferson was on there, and he was just as racist. That's what made the show funny. That's what made it hilarious.
You can never do that again.
I'm model. My two models, my role models is Al Bundy and Archie Bunker.
Yeah,
they taught me how to be a man.
Al Bundy was awesome.
Agreed.
Real quick. Let me go over some of these before we get out of here for the night.
Oh, okay.
So, wow, pick 4. Sure, I got a good one. Suicide Squad versus the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That's funny.
Suicide Squad.
Oh my gosh. Man.
Well, I don't know, not that Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a tough call.
I
that's
pick
tough.
the League because I don't like the Suicide Squad, or at least
I'll take the League
depictions of them.
I gotta take the League.
Yeah.
Because that version of Suicide Squad, like half of them were dead in the first 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were terrible.
The other Suicide. Let me see real quick. Pick number 5. Most worthy.
Oh, Dean Winchester.
Poe.
I'm a
I'd
super-
have to
I'm-
choose Poe.
I'm going
I'm a
with Poe.
Supernatural fan, so I was gonna pick Dean off the rip.
I'm going with Poe. We got to go with.
I'm torn between Dean and Master Chief.
Wait a minute, which Master Chief? The video game one or that TV one?
Well, I mean, that's where I'm torn.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I mean, I didn't totally hate the TV version. Because I think I'm accepting that it's of a different timeline. But I mean, you can't really have the full Halo story if you just want it to be a shoot 'em up. Like, too many people, I think, were expecting it to be like their gameplay. And I'm like, yeah, you can't have a TV show that's just you teabagging people.
No, you can. I mean, you know what they should have did? They should have made what they should have done. It would have been something that no one's ever seen before. It would have been awesome. They should have made the TV show in first person perspective. The whole show. That would have been incredible. Like you're seeing it through the eyes of Master Chief the whole way.
Yeah.
That would have been
cool.
good.
All right, guys. Last pick of the night. Last thing we go before we get out of here for the night. You got $15. Build your team. Pick one character per row.
Shit, I can't even see him. Okay, now I can.
Dr. Manhattan. Superman. Who's next to Green Lantern?
How the hell He-Man?
That's
White Queen.
Is that
Emma
Emma Frost?
Queen. Emma Frost.
That looks like
Queen.
Emma
White
Frost.
Yeah, White Queen. Yeah.
Okay. Zatanna. Captain
I mean,
America.
you could just take 3 guys on the top row and be done with it, but
Yeah.
But you got to pick one per row, though.
yeah.
For
Is
me,
Nightwing in the corner on the very bottom?
I think
Yeah.
that's
Who is that? Oh,
That's
and Nightwing.
Is that Spawn next to Nightwing?
I don't think so, because it has like little pointy ear things. I don't think Spawn has that kind of helmet thingy.
He
Don't
does.
look
That's why I'm like,
at
I'm
that.
not sure.
How the hell
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
How the hell He-Man?
When did he get little pointy ear things?
Well, you didn't see the fight between He-Man and Superman?
That book I didn't read.
Yes, He-Man kicked Superman butt.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
well, you know, He-Man's powers are magical, and that's
Yeah.
Superman's only weakness.
He's-
Yeah, he
That's
beat
true.
Superman like he stole something.
That's true. I'm gonna go with Manhattan, Sentry. I think that's Storm.
Yeah, I think that is. Maybe.
Captain America, and Batman.
So I'm going to go Dr. Manhattan, He-Man, Green Lantern, Captain America, and the Punisher.
That's Guy
That's a
Gardner.
good-
Man. That's Guy Gardner. I ain't a fan of Guy.
Yeah, I'm going. Let's see. Is that dude in the hat? Ain't that the Phantom Stranger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking him. He's infinitely more powerful than the rest of them. He's basically God, pretty much, or just another spectrum of God.
Mm.
Then I'm taking Sentry. Then I'm taking Guy Gardner, Spider-Man, and Punisher.
I just don't see how Guy Gardner has a fan base. He's
You
a
wanna know
jackass,
why?
But he got a fan base.
You want to know why? Look up Red Lantern Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
That's why he beat Atrocitus and took over the Red Lanterns. And when he put on his red ring, like he don't have that ugly military cut no more. He's got like this long messed up hair, like the drunk man's beard. He just looks rough and pissed off. Like he's a badass now. Like he's not the funny, friendly Guy Gardner anymore. Like he's a badass now. That's why he has a fan base. Because the red version of him is a million times better than the green version. I don't know. It seems like most people become more badass when they become a Red Lantern. I remember when
Yeah.
Supergirl became
I'm
one.
not. Nah, I do remember that. She was
Remember
She
bad.
was awesome. Like, could you imagine that? I mean, I think the only thing that was probably more badass is when Superman joined the Sinestro Corps.
Yeah.
I remember
And
that.
the only thing that beat that is when my favorite character on that side joined the Sinestro Corps, and that's Superboy Prime. And that's I'm talking about the version that had the anti-monitor armor and
Yeah.
the fear ring. That's
Yeah.
like the most jacked up version of Superboy Prime ever. Only, like I said, my only character that I would put ahead of him is the Batman Who Laughs. That's my number one favorite character of all time. Incredible character.
Didn't they have to put Superboy Prime behind the source or in the source wall to defeat him that first time?
Yeah, and he broke out of it. He also broke out of. He punched a hole in reality itself.
Jesus, man.
Yes, he actually changed all of reality because he was trapped in this. I forgot it where it was, but he was trapped with an alternate version of Lex Luthor. I think it was Alexander, and basically he talked him up. You know, all kinds of crap, and then finally, dude just got mad and he punched and shattered all reality. Like, so he is so much more powerful than Clark Kent. It's dumb. And there's no weakness because there's no kryptonite from his world because his world was basically blinked out of existence. So there's no weakness for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's so badass. That's why he can't be stopped.
Amazing.
This dude broke out of the Speed Force.
Damn.
And you know how hard that is to do. Even the Flash can't get out of there.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and go around the room. Make sure we get everybody's what they're doing in social media. Let's go ahead and get websites, all the other good stuff out of there before we roll out for the night. Stats, man, what you got going on, bro? You want to get your Twitters, your website out there?
Well, let's see. I got 4 Twitch channels now because I just added one for the podcast stuff.
For when you get banned, you can just hop to the other.
No, actually, I got so many different things I'm doing. I used to do this on YouTube. I had 7 monetized channels on YouTube before they kicked me off. So I'm a multitasker. But I got my regular one for commentary. Then I got a gaming channel. Then I got a news channel, and then I got a podcast channel.
Gotcha.
I'm on TikTok. Kind of don't use my Instagram. I'm on Rumble. And I got my own website where I do streams. It's madblackentertainment.com. And we are bringing back the $9.99 option because so many broke people were crying, saying that the 3-month option was too expensive. I'm giving you 3 months of being on the website, full access for $25. Most websites for 3 months, you're paying way more than that.
Yeah.
And I still got people saying that they can't afford it. So we're bringing back the $9.99 1-month option.
So let me break this down. So $9.99, which is $10 a month for 3 months at $30 a month, is a better option than $25.99 for 3 months. I did the math for y'all.
You get it, but see, that's the thing. These people who think that they're paying $9.99 a month, they think they're getting a better deal. They haven't done the math. Right. So, but yeah, I picked up my streaming schedule, as you know, William, because I was kind of wishy-washy. But since my suspension, I've streamed every single day since, nonstop. I've just made up in my mind I'm going to do it.
Yes.
So I'll be on tomorrow again at some point. I don't know when.
Cool.
But they know how to find me. Just ask my trolls; they'll lead you in the right direction.
Janae, what you got to finish up?
Just reposting my drawings of the day from last year at JELIXNB on Instagram. So
Cool. Kat, what you got to finish this up for the night?
Well, as always, you can always check out my articles as well as photos, TikToks, etc. with Geek News Now. In July, there's going to be some cool stuff because I've got another show coming up that I'm going to be going and covering, so that should be a lot of fun. Also, like as far as my personal stuff, I am working on getting. I got my 3D printer back up and running for some new dice towers, as well as other 3D gaming accessories. You can find me on Etsy as Shield Maiden's Creative Creations.
Real quick before we go, we got a message for you, Janae. KW said, "Be careful with the Pokemon here." He said, "Be careful." He said, be careful with the Pokemon hair. Appreciate you, bro, for the sub. Appreciate you, man. And if there is nothing else, we'll see you guys here next week. And Kat suggested this, and Kat, I'm glad you did. Next week we're doing an anime special, so definitely check us out for that. We did a good one. We did a good one before earlier in the year. Enjoyed it. We're gonna be doing another one. So definitely bring your favorite anime, what you like, what you don't like. We'll talk about it all. I know what Stacks will bring. I know what he'll bring. SAO. We'll just sit here and talk about
sexual assault online.
Yes. We'll sit here and talk about that all day.
One of these days, we need to have an episode dedicated to Abridged.
Look, I just showed SAO on the website because I can't be copyrighted there. Right. I just did an episode review of it. Like I played the full episode and I trashed it the whole way through. And if you've ever seen SAO, it's so sexual. That's why I call it. I got two names for it: sexual assault online or Sinan's ass online. It's one of those two things. Because SAO season 2. Some of those camera angles, they're just all up her ass. It's like, wow, really? You know, whatever happened to winning this stupid game y'all playing? Nope. It's all about ass.
Yep.
And Asuna being assaulted, having her clothes ripped off by a like almost 30-year-old man, and she's 17.
That, man.
Like that kind of stuff shouldn't even be in anime. That's why I watch Attack on Titan, because you don't get none of that mess.
And Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga.
Then you won't. You shouldn't watch Food Wars.
Oh, I hate that dumb show.
But the food looks so good.
Listen, that show is proof that you can make anime about anything, and as long as it's anime, somebody will watch.
Somebody will watch it.
They have an anime that's about a dating sim now. It's like a dating anime.
I tried watching that.
Is that Data Live crap I saw yesterday?
Look, if you want to really go in the bathroom and throw up after watching anime, go watch Radiant.
Oh my gosh, I've heard of it.
Well, you remember how bad Radiant?
I remember how you trashed it, but I've never watched it.
Radiant is a poor man's Black Clover.
Oh my god, and I hate Black Clover.
I imagine Black Clover, and then imagine Black Clover with about a quarter of the budget.
Oh my god.
No,
like, that's how bad
I've
it
only
is.
seen like a few episodes of Black Clover. That just seems horrible.
See none of it at all.
Yeah, it's bad. Like if you really want to hurt yourself, go watch that. Or Dr. Stone or Fire Force. Those will really do you in.
I'm rewatching My Hero Academia, so.
Ugh. Hate that. I used to love My Hero, but they screwed it up. And all the crying, like the worst episode to me is when All Might tells Deku that he could be a hero. And this dude just fall out in the
That's like episode 2.
Like, dude, all he said was
But how many seasons did you get into that though?
I honestly, I didn't even I saw a react video on YouTube where I guess Endeavor is a good guy now or something. Like, he's fighting some stupid monster. But I never got that far. I think I stopped when they were doing the classroom stuff. Like they were just constantly in the classroom. It got boring, and I just stopped watching. Yeah.
To answer,
you have to get further than that. That's what I told one of my friends. I was just like, I know this is horrible to say, but you got to get through the first couple seasons, and then it gets really good.
You sound like Boruto fans. If you get past episode 300, it gets good. Right?
And KW, just to let you know, I was going through my Funimation app last night. Yes, I still got Funimation. I still pay for it. I know I shouldn't, but I still got it. And I saw Data Live last night. I didn't watch it, but I saw it. And it's like...
Dude, I watched Dead Man Wonderland the other day.
I've seen that. That's cool.
I ain't seen an anime in years,
That's
man.
Cool.
I also watched Scried on the website stream, too. I'll post it in the Discord, William, so you can catch up. But we watched Scried also. You know that's my shit.
Oh, yeah. And Cash Earn Scenes, boy.
Oh, okay. I'm finna watch that one as soon as we get done with this. Cash Earn Scenes is amazing, man. Don't get me started.
Oh, yeah.
And Trigun. I watched that again, too.
Ooh, Trigun was good.
Anime of today can't come close to that stuff.
Oh, hell no. But join us next week. We will be doing our anime special, so definitely hang out for that. And if there's nothing else from my man Shaw, NBA, Kat, Janae, thank you for being here on the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'll see you guys again next week. Have a great week. Have a safe week. Stay cool. Take care.